Folks, this live stream is brought to you by my sponsor AAA FX. Now, they're a fully regulated broker in Europe and South Africa, offering Forex indices, commodities, crypto, and over 100 stocks. Now, at AAA FX, you pay no commission on any Forex pair using their ECN Plus account and low commissions on cryptos and stocks. Plus, you can deposit with cash or crypto, get a free VPS with deposits over 5K, and easily integrate the well-known copy trade service Zulu Trade. While you're waiting for the stream to start, go and check them out by clicking the link in the description, comments, or visit AAAFX.com.
Hello, trading nut.
Yes,
How's everyone doing?
How's everyone doing? It's Rodrigo and Diego in the building. And we've got, well, not too many participants here today for now until more members join.
Yeah, so welcome to the Trading Nut YouTube channel, guys. So we are the bank level traders. And what we're doing today is we're going to be breaking down the markets for you guys using the bank level trading strategy. So we're going to be using SMC, wave theory, in order to find high probability setups. So Diego will be going through the charts with you today. And hopefully we can find a trade. So what do you think of the markets today? Pre-FOMC.
Yeah, I'm expecting a dollar weakness for now. So it's probably going to grab some liquidity somewhere, push price down, and then completely retrace, go long, and then bearish again. Typical FOMC. But it's all priced in. So it's all good, all good. Let me share my screen real quick.
Okay. So let us know in the chat where you guys are logging in from. So let us know what country you guys are in, what city.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so the dollar, we've done a brief live stream within the CTI community. So these are live streams that we do on a weekly basis, a couple of live streams a week. So if you're not part of the CTI community, I would definitely recommend it if you want to see more of these live streams and join a community of like-minded traders, profitable traders. We've got coaches, we've got funded accounts, the whole shebang is in CTI, right? So let me just share the link real quick. And then you
got a few traders logging in from India.
Amazing.
Got Chris.
All right, here is
in Hastings.
Discord. There we go. It's from Hastings. Amazing. UK, bro. Of course. Yes. Ankin in the islands. Lovely. I've just posted a link to Discord. So you can reach us out there and just ask some questions and just join the community, guy. You know, there's one thing watching live streams and it's another thing being part of a community. Oh, from Ireland, live in Thailand. Oh, nice. Muggs has made it. He's gone from Ireland to Thailand, living the good life. All right, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, before I get started, I would like to know, what does everyone trade? What strategies do you guys trade? Can you guys describe your strategy in one sentence? Explain it to a 5-year-old. What do you guys trade? Just comment in the textbook chat box. Cambodia, Muggsy, Yeah, Mugsy's definitely made it 100%. He's gone from island to Thailand now, living a good life. SMC trader, fantastic. Ian from Cambodia, lovely, lovely. Okay, we've got one SMC trader. What about you guys? What else do you guys trade? Oh, James, support and resistance. Very, very simple. And I'm guessing it's very effective as well. Fantastic. And Shapo, trade indices, gold, and only using SMC. Fantastic. So a lot of SMC traders. ICT, of course, amazing. Definitely big up to ICT. We do actually have a lot of ICT traders trading the BOT now, because ICT is, as an advanced as it is, very complex, advanced, amazing. It's still a lot to absorb. So if you guys are looking for an SMC strategy that is very simple, very effective, and it filters out the low and the high probability SMC levels, the BOT is right for you, right? What else is that? 1 minute. Look at that. 1 minute scope, normally change of character and a break of structure. Fantastic. Yep. That is one approach, 100%. Giuseppe, I'm going to show you what I trade. So I trade SMC, right? But also I use patterns with Elliott waves. And we also update the patterns in real time using a pattern recognition technique that filters out the SMC levels from low and high probability trades. So, for example, if you've got, let's say, a banker block or an imbalance, or what I know ICT traders, you guys will call this a FVG, a fair value gap, right? This to me is an imbalance, same thing, right? Instead of taking a trade here, even though we know liquidity is going to go there, we'll be using patterns to filter out these trades. So yes, you may get triggered in, but you may get tagged out, and then it goes long and it'll go to your plan B. Whereas we will just get in here using one of our patterns, depending on the way price action develops. This is very, very effective, and is what we've been doing for the last 5 years to a decade at a previous trading floor that we used to work in, both Rodrigo and I. So again, I believe with SMC is really, really, really powerful, but you need to have your own twist to it, add your own source, implement it with something and make it your own. Even if it's moving averages, even if you're using the bloody 8 moving average and the 20, use that with an SMC level just to give you that little bit of edge. Because right now, SMC is essentially the new retail. Let's be honest. Everyone's jumping onto the SMC bandwagon, right? And it's very, very difficult. The algorithms are updating in real time. So all these levels, yes, they work, but not the majority of the time. So this is the beauty of the BOT is we filter those levels out, right? So we trade less with a high win rate. Gensler, ICT, amazing. Hard diagonal line I use as an SMC divergence. That's fantastic. You've got your little twist to it, Gensler. That's what I would definitely recommend. Add your twist to it. It's like if you just trade support and resistance, right, it's not enough, right? If you're trading support and resistance, let me just look here, support, resistance, right? If you are just trading support and resistance, you don't have much of an edge. You need another confluence. Maybe you need a moving average crossover or some bullish price action, such as a bullish pin bar as a confirmation, and then you can take a long. You need further confluences if you want to really compete with the big boys. Same with SMC. You need to add your twist to it and add a further confluence. Otherwise, are you just going to be taking every order block? No. And if you do, that's what everyone does. This is where everyone struggles. They take every single order block. Win rate is low. You don't know which one to take. Risk reward is amazing, but psychology-wise, you're going to be struggling because of the low win rate, right? What the BOT does is it filters out those areas, and you just wait for a very specific one, plan A, plan B, and that's it. One of them is gonna play out. Most likely as plan B, but it depends on the pattern, right? The pattern's always developing. Tisepo, thanks for the knowledge. I'll keep also adding patterns into my plans. But yeah, obviously you don't just add it, you need to backtest it, right? Get like 100 trades, see what pattern works with that particular market, that particular time frame, that particular time of the day that you're trading. And if that pattern doesn't work, try another pattern, right? So try a head and shoulder, try a channel, try a wedge, try a hexagon or a zigzag, whatever it is. But the moment you find the pattern that works with that currency pair at that particular time, use that one, right? And you just start backtesting your strategy and you improve it. But you know, your pattern, that particular pattern that you found out on the euro, for example, it's not going to work on pound Aussie, right? The pound Aussie might have a different pattern that it respects. So you need to really put in the work, consider backtesting at your laboratory. You are the scientist. You need to see which chemical is going to mix great with another one, right? This is what I've done with SMC. I've backtested the hell out of the markets, and I find that certain patterns at certain times with a certain angle and a certain Elliott wave works amazing, right? But this is my and Rodrigo's little twist to SMC, right? Amongst the using currency indices and gold for extra confluences, that's amazing. That's pretty decent. It's really important to use indices and gold for correlation 100%. Amarkash, so are you saying ICT edge would fade out in the nearest future, mate? Hard to say. I don't think it will. I think it's always going to be there because it's the algorithms that work consistently and they update in real time. But you still need to find your edge. I think any strategy will still sort of develop in the future. And at the moment, SMC is quite new. It's only been mainstream for the last 1 to 3 years, to be honest. So it's very hard for me to say. And are the institutional traders working out ways to eliminate the ICT strategy? Just curious, mate. I don't believe they are. What I personally believe, and this is the way I learned SMC, it wasn't through ICT, it was actually at a trading floor, right? Using heat maps, using order flow, using how can I explain, a complex PDF that showed banker blocks and bank levels, right? Which is a little bit different to order blocks, similar to an order block, but it's a range of a candlestick of a range. It's not really one candle before the break or whatever it is. And we sort of had to study that way using the order flows in FX, like you can do in crypto these days, right? But back in the day, that's what we were taught, right? But at the same time, we were shown patterns and whatnot. So whether it's going to stay there forever, I don't know. But I do believe anything to do with, you know, the way the algorithms work, I think that's where the real edge is, because that's where the real liquidity is. So I think it will fluctuate. I think you need to be creative, right, when it comes to these areas. Like an order block, you need to really, really investigate that, right? Honestly, you need to put the work in when it comes to certain areas. So I don't really think the institutional traders are working against it. I think it's more like, how can I explain it? I mean, it's put it this way: we're never going to know which order block to use. Otherwise, we'll be multi-billionaires. Only they know. The algorithms, they'll have the orders there. Price action will go there. Sometimes they'll delete the orders and move price. They will move price, certain volumes and certain lot sizes to another price, update the order in real time within seconds because it's an algorithm, set another order of 100 million lots or whatever, and it's just constantly moving. So you need to know how to constantly update your areas, right? Why do you think a lot of ICT traders have like a 30% win rate? I mean, this is from my experience, from what I've been told, from 30% to maybe 50%, right? Maybe in the beginning, maybe that win rate obviously increases with more experience, right? But normally with SMC, it's quite low. So you need to be quite tactical, right? But even that, I mean, who cares? Because there's traders out there with a 90% win rate, but they catch like a 1-to-1. So it's not really about the win rate. It's about how much money you make at the end of the day, let's be honest. Getting slow, fully agree. Having the patience is key. Very hard to develop as you watch the chart. Yes, definitely. Did you figure NDOG and nope? I don't know what it is. So I honestly don't know what it is. So I'll be curious to know. I'm always willing to learn. Yeah, they can definitely see that. You can do this in crypto, by the way, guys. In crypto, it's free. You can pay for a software that it can show you where all the orders are at and the stop losses and whatnot. But in crypto, you just pay a little fee and that's fine. Obviously, in FX, it's a little bit different because banks are involved and clients from brokers are involved. So it's a little bit different. But with crypto, if you go to a decentralized software, you can actually view all this information, right? So it's just a good time to also practice. If you can view the information, see where the orders are at, which would basically just be a massive heat map across the whole screen. And the darker it is, the more orders there is. That's essentially what it is. So if you can investigate what is happening there, investigate using your ICT concepts or SMC concepts or BLT concepts or whatever you're trading, investigate and just really, analyze what is happening within that heat wave, within that area of massive order flow, and then just backtest it, right? Are you looking at any entries? I'm gonna be looking at some entries. I'll show it tomorrow on my stream. I think we'll be doing my New York with the Fidelcrest challenge right there. Oh, nice. Okay, decent. I'll definitely check it out. Jetstar, what's the stream called? I'll definitely check it out. Why not? Okay. In the meantime, let's get into the dollar. That's what I'm actually interested in. So with the dollar, it's in the middle of this range. There's two things happening. We've got the equal lows, which obviously I'm sure you guys know what equal lows is and equal highs is, but we're in the middle of the range. So yes, there's a possibility that price is gonna climb up to the upside, retest this liquidity and then go down. Vice versa, it could also come down first before climbing up, right? But this is why we wait for confirmation, right? But this is why we use patterns. So with the current patterns, what price action is telling me is that price is actually inside of this ascending pattern, right? We're in a range, but because of the Elliott waves and the pattern, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5. So I'm expecting a rally to the upside. We look to the left. Have we got any confluences? Yes, we have this multi-liquidity pool. So what I do is I combine banker blocks, bank levels, and imbalances into a multi-liquidity pool, right? So there's a little technique that I do to implement that rather than just having one area, right? One area for me is not enough. You need to have multiple areas, combine all of them, and just have them as a point of interest, right? But when price action and if price action does actually go here, then we can use the change of character, broker structure, etc., right? So at the moment, what price action is telling me is that price is likely to come up because of the current bullish structure, the current ascending bullish channel with the Elliott waves, right? And we've got this as a point of interest, but I'm definitely favoriting the liquidity pool just above here of these equal highs, right? It has potential to obviously climb up there. Now, just because I'm bullish, that's not enough. When it comes to trading, you really, really, really need to be, you need to be a warrior against other market participants. Having 1 or 2, 3 confluences is not enough. You need to read the market a certain way, depending on your strategy. So with this particular strategy, this is not enough. I don't like the fact that there's equal lows over here. That to me is a bearish confluence, is to grab liquidity. I don't like the fact that price has respected this bottom end of the channel, right? And it's consolidating. It rallied, and now it's just rangy. It's weak. There's hardly any volume. You want to see something like this. Look, a rejection, and it actually goes long, or a rejection, and it actually goes short. This is a good indication that this direction is correct, rather than what's happening now is actually rejected it. Not even just that, it went sideways, rejected it, and now it's just stalling, right? So this is just a red flag, another indication that it's going to go down. So why would I be interested in longs, even after everything I said, when there's multiple bearish confluences? This is why I gave a live stream this morning to the BLT members saying I was expecting shorts. And the shorts did in fact come, which was, when was the shorts? It was actually, no, this is old. Shorts happened earlier. So let's actually go to the current price action, right? Candle by candle, right? This is not appealing at all, look. And now look, this is the short that I was expecting, right? And I covered this in the live stream to the members, but look at the price action. Look, there was compression. There was this pattern here, look. So this was a good indication that price was unlikely going to come up here, right? Because of the price action that developed, especially grabbing some liquidity here, equal highs, and potentially this imbalance, right? So a few confluences for it to go short. So why would I hold a trade to go long? So there's too many bearish confluences inside the bullish confluence. So when that happens, I just stay away from the market. That's it. It's very, very simple. Traders find that very, very hard. Traders think they have to be in the markets to make money, but it's actually the opposite. Is when you stay away from the markets, you're protecting capital and you're waiting for the trade to come to you. At the moment, I'm not interested in this. This is just in the middle of no man's land. It's quite wishy-washy. Just don't like it, right? There's even this current pattern here. Look, a bearish pattern that we trade. Let's separate it. Look, again, it's just too many bearish confluence. So if anything, I'll be looking for shorts around here if I get a change of character, if there is any trade, and I'll be interested in potentially taking shorts. But because we're inside a bullish trend and FOMC's around the corner, I'm just gonna wait and just stay away. What I would personally like to see, or what I'm actually gonna wait for, is I'm just gonna wait for the first direction. So if FOMC does something like this and it actually drops, grabs the liquidity here from the imbalance, then I'm going to wait for one more stop hump, because normally that happens with FOMC or CPI. It drops to the downside in one direction, right? Then it starts retracing, and I'm just going to wait, because normally there is another stop hump. After the other stop hump, I'm going to look to the left to look for some. You can already see there's equal lows here. There's some information here. Then this is where I'll be getting involved on a confirmation and a full retest of the start of the origin of the move. Normally, that's how volatile news play out. Normally, the majority of the time. Doesn't mean it has to happen this time, but if it's a numbers game, normally that's what happens. So from this current piece of information, right, I'm expecting a rally, but everything here is telling me it's not going to have enough fuel to come up here unless FOMC comes in and saves it, right? And if we look to the left on the higher time frame, this is a H4 breaker structure, right? Crazy momentum. It hasn't even retested the origin of the breaker structure. It's just a complex pullback. So again, another confluence for this to drop. Grab liquidity to then go to the petrol station, have a little pit stop, and then go long and come up here, right? So many scenarios can happen, right? But as a BLT trader, we wait and let the market come to us, depending on the pattern that's in confluence with the point of interest. At the moment, guess what, fellas? We don't have a pattern with a point of interest. My point of interest is here, here, and here, and here as well. But there's no trades here. So what I would like to see is perhaps a move like this, a boomerang of the pattern, which is this 1, 2, 3, and then a boomerang, a fake out of the pattern. So not only are we waiting for pattern traders to get stopped out, we're also waiting for support resistance and SMC traders to get stopped out. So we're just waiting until everyone gets stopped out and then we get involved. But we need a pattern, right? This is the way we trade within the BLT. We're just waiting. So it's a waiting game, honestly. That's the euro. Sorry, the dollar. US 500. US 500, this looks like an okay, decent little setup. Lots of information here. On the left, there's a banker block, there's a liquidity pool and whatnot. I'm not going to go into detail onto how I'll show you this area. I will in a minute after another clear market. But this, I'm expecting this to rally sometime today. Again, S&P. It's at a point of interest, right? And if we look here to the left, there is a bank level, hasn't really retested it. There is an imbalance, hasn't really retested it. It's only retested this bang level right here, right? Which is fine. But then guess what? As a BOT trader, we don't take this. I know some of you guys will, because that's a valid, I don't know what you guys will call this, but we call it a bang level. Right? I don't know. What do you guys call this? When price rallies to the upside, breaks of resistance, and it fails to retest. This is what I call a bang level. You guys might have a different term to it, right? But whatever the term is, right, it's a good entry. But guess what? If you're going to take a trade here, right, stop loss, let's say below the order block or wherever, this is a trade that I'll avoid, right, because it's invalid. And the reason it's invalid is because we are trading patterns and Elliott waves. 1, 2, I'm expecting a third tap to complete the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then potentially 5. And then I'll be getting involved somewhere down here. So even these patterns, these areas that are just done for you, I'm never going to use them. It depends on, honestly, depends on where price is, depending on the pattern that we need to update in real time. So even if I have these points of interest mapped out, as price develops further with the pattern, I'm also deleting these in real time. I'm deleting them, and then boom, there's going to be an imbalance here in confluence with a pattern, and boom, I know to use this one, and I'm avoiding this trade. I'm avoiding this. Whereas other traders will be taking this, and they still win because of risk reward. But I don't want to be in this. It's just too much. I don't want to be in that. I don't want to take losses, like consecutive losses. It's just, I'm not built for that. I'd rather just wait for a good trade. And then if I do get taken out somewhere, I'll always have a plan B. And then if this plan B fails, that's it. I'll take it in the chin. But at least I've only lost these 2 trades rather than losing here, and losing here. Right. So this is how the BOT improves the win rate, because they're taking less losers, more winners with decent risk reward, etc. Hopefully, Jane, I'm not a legend. Don't worry. I'm just one of you guys. I'm just a trader. That's it. I'll do some live streams, trade what I see, let the market come to me. Nothing special. DRE, do ICT yet? Go for it, guys. Do ICT. If you're willing to put the work in, I'm sure you guys will be profitable. I see ICT as an advanced Rolls Royce, very complex engine, right? That works, very comfortable, gets you to A and B. The BOT, I just see it as a Tesla, simple and effective. That's it. So it's down to you, to the way you guys want to trade. Either way, any strategy is profitable, put it that way. Just, it's all about psychology. That's where the real money is made, is in your psychology. Okay, that's the S&P, NASDAQ, still time to develop. This is going to be just an invalid point of interest, to be fair. All these points of interest here, I'm not going to update them until price action is around here. Then I'll be looking at them. But what may happen is this, look, price action might do this. It might rally, then it might drop, right? And then it might just do something like this, look. And then all of a sudden, we now have a pattern here, which means I'll be using this banker block. So I'll be deleting this, and deleting this. This is why I need to wait for a pattern. This is the edge with the BOT. Right, I just gave you the source there. XAU, look, point of interest, multi-liquidity pool, nothing. It's not. Look, imbalance is right there. Banker block, right? Combined the banker block and the imbalance, and you have a multi-liquidity pool, right? So that's just a little point of interest, but at the moment it's in the middle of no man's land. So for me, this is not tradable. Dollar yen, look, this is the live stream that I did this morning with the CTI members. I was expecting a short to the downside when price action was actually here, complete a double boomerang, 1, 2, 3, and a fake out of this area, 1, 2, complete a boomerang to then go long. So boomerang activated, but is there a valid trade? right? This is when we need to wait for confirmation. So even so, everything is ticking the boxes. There is still no trades, and at the moment, there's no checklist. This hasn't really broken structure. To me, this is a liquidity grab. It's still in bearish territory. I still need further confluences. So even now, there's still no trades, meaning it's looking likely that it will probably just drop, right? And you can just see, look how price action dropped towards the downside with momentum, right? What you want to see ideally is compression. Look at the compression. The sellers and the sell candlesticks are getting smaller. Wicks are becoming weaker and more evident. This is compression, meaning it's likely to reverse. When price action drops with momentum and then compresses this way, this to me is indicating it's about to drop. And if it drops, it's fine, because I'll be prepared for a long. Right here, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, catch the long. I'm still waiting, still no trades for me. Even though I call this short, still for me, there's no trades. I'm calling this long, but it's not valid. It's still completely invalid for me. Euro, not the cleanest, to be fair. Euro needs to be updated, if I'm honest. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Rodrigo, for posting it. So, yeah, guys, if you want to join the CTI community, a CTI trading floor, be part of this community, trading the BLT, the STT, the corrective, and the trading floor with live streams, this is the place to go. Honestly, I don't really know any other prop firms that actually do that. Everyone just sells funded accounts and challenges. We actually focus a lot on trading and education and strategies and psychology. We've got our in-house professional psychologists in our team that will literally take you up to the next level. And guess who that is? That's Rodrigo, right? He will help you with your psychology. If you want more information, give him a message. In fact, one of the ICT traders on the Trader Nut channel that's managing over 3 million, Kyle, as an ICT trader, he is one of Rodrigo's students, right? So if you're interested in psychology to take you to the next level, come join the team. Book a call with us. Message us on Discord. But that's up to you guys. If you need the help, if you don't, then you're all good. Okay. Back to this current pattern. I'm just going to update it in real time. So yes, I was expecting a long from around here in the live stream, but at the moment, I'm going to update it, see what's happening. I'm going to separate the pattern, focus on the current recent relevant pattern and update it. And at the moment, this is looking like a new potential pattern. So it's still looking okay, but not really complete yet. And it's a bit of a channel. So still not really ready yet. But if you actually zoom out a little bit, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, potential 5. And then guess what? No coincidence, there's a banker block here. But bearing in mind, there's a bit of a booby trap here. There's equal lows. So just these are the things that you need to weigh before you take a trade and you start trying to take every single area. So, okay, it looks bullish within a bearish setup, same as the dollar. It looks bearish, very bearish actually, but is within a larger bullish setup. So, yeah, wouldn't be surprised if it drops first before it goes long. Last but not least, Aussie. There's a few trades. This was a nice little long that we identified. But again, I'm interested in the larger point of interest, which is in confluence with the BLT patterns. And as you can see, it's looking okay for a potential long, which means further downside is expected, meaning dollar strength, right? So this is what I'm saying. It's one of those days where you just kind of have to step away unless something clear comes up. Wouldn't mind taking a trade just after FOMC, after like 30 minutes, then normally you'll get a nice correction faded trade there. And dollar CAD, been saying it all morning within the community that this is my favorite. It's just very, very clear and clean. You can just see clear pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, boomerang. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a boomerang, potential shorts, to their potential longs, points of interest, look to the left, equal lows, and everything's already there. And we've had this for a while, right? But again, if this does something crazy and it goes boom, okay, fine, prepare for that. You know, what's the game plan if it actually goes boom? Let's just say that it goes done and then validates the setup. Then, okay, we just update the pattern, becomes part of a parallel channel, and then we just catch the pullback and then we long it. Nobody loses anything. You just wait for the trade to come to you. So just be prepared for being wrong and have a forecast in advance that if you're wrong, how are you going to act on it? What is the game plan? So when price action does actually come to your game plan and that scenario does happen, that's going to make your psychology a lot easier because you've already sort of visualized and felt what it's like, you know, for price to do that. So when it comes to it and you take a potential long, if the setup fails, you've got experience in the future because you just forecasted a scenario in advance. Okay, that's it. That's it for me, guys. Any other questions? Yeah, that's the link to CTI. Anyone's interested? What else is there? Okay, there's a little question here from Ahmed Faran. How can I find key points of support and resistance? Good question. Good question. You need to backtest based off support and resistance, which is not something that I personally trade. But if to be honest, if you're trading support and resistance, you just need to find where there's previous activity. That's all it is, right? This is very textbook, very old school. See that? Break, retest, dropped. Break, retest, rally. Broke to the downside, retested, dropped again, and then bounced off multiple times. So the next area of it rallies from here. You can see, look, there's an area there. There's an area here, and an area here. So I think the best approach is expect fake outs, which is normal, right? Little fake outs, but the direction is always going to be to the downside if you're following the correct area. But you need further confluences. You need some more rules than just support and resistance. You can't just set a limit order there. It's not enough. You can't just do this, break and retest, right? And then you sell it. Because look, if you sold it, you would have got stopped out, look, on the break and retest of the actual support, right? But if you've got another confluence, such as, okay, you only wait for a bearish engulfing after break and retest, then you've got a bearish engulfing, which is the candlestick that engulfs the previous candle, then at least this way, it will give you just an extra confluence. So you would have entered here, stop loss above the high, right? Or something that I used to do back in the day for any engulfing traders is the moment you see a engulfing, right, set your order 50% of it. Because 70, 80% of the time, or even 80% of the time, it actually goes to the 50% of the bearish engulfing. So you can now improve the risk reward and put your stop loss either above the previous high if you want to be conservative, or just above the bearish engulfing. And then all of a sudden, you've got a decent risk reward, right? But again, like I said, you need to investigate price action. You need to really study it. It's like a massive matrix. You can't just come here thinking you're going to make money trading something simple. You need to put the work in till it becomes simple.
So Diego, when are you next going live on the CTI trading floor?
Yes, I'm going to be going live again on Monday from 5 p.m. GMT, and again on Wednesday from 11 a.m. GMT. That's UK time.
Okay. So we're going to be doing this trading upstream same time next week, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, if it's the same time, definitely, absolutely.
But this Monday's live stream was really popular, guys. So if you want to see Diego at the start of the week where there's a lot more potential setups, do come along to and join the CTI trading floor. You can also subscribe to the CTI YouTube channel, and then you'll be able to see Diego's live stream on there.
Amazing. Thank you, Rod.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for me. Unless you've got anything else to say, Rod, I'm actually done. There's not many trades for now. To be fair, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah. All done then. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. And yeah, follow the links over to the Discord community. And if you're interested in the BLT strategy, just reach out to us on Discord, and we can book a call to talk to you more about the program. We've recently updated the course. There's new lessons being added. So the course, yeah, the BLT course has gone for a massive improvement, massive revamp. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. I'm going to be doing, if you guys also next week on the trading floor, I'm going to be going live discussing trading psychology. So that will be the last Monday of each month. So if you guys are struggling with trading psychology, then make sure that you turn up, because I'm going to be going in deep. I'm going to be discussing the struggles, solutions. So yeah. And it's going to be live, so there'll be an opportunity for a live Q&A. So if there's something particular you're struggling with and you want me to talk through it, then make sure you come. That's going to be on Discord on the on the CTI trading floor. So make sure you use that link. Join the Discord now, and yeah, just set the event. Remember, put the date down. It will be Monday. Let me get the time, actually. Hold on a minute. Give me guys a sec. So that will be on Monday the 27th. It's going to be at 3 p.m. UK time. 3 p.m. UK. 3 to 4. So make sure you guys turn up. Looking forward to it.
That should be fun. Also, are you doing a live webinar as well on the 28th for BLT next Tuesday?
Yes. So the day after will be, yeah, that's right. So I'm going to be going through the BLT strategy in a little bit more detail, talk you through some of the concepts, talk you through how it works, and talk you through an opportunity for you guys to work with us, trade with us, be involved in some of our live trading during the week. So make sure, write that down as well. I think it's the 28th, I believe. 28th, Tuesday 28th. All right. Lots of announcements there. Hopefully you caught that all. So just join the Discord and you'll see all the announcements come up anyway. We'll send all the announcements on Discord. So that as you just go on Discord, the CTI trading floor, and you will receive all of the announcements. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining. Thanks, Diego. Thank you, Trading Nut. Love you all. Good luck to your trading. Stay disciplined, and we'll see you guys soon.
Fantastic. Bye, everyone.